Shalom, brothers and sisters. So let me just read you this verse again and share with you a real world example. Genesis 12, verse 3. And I refer to this regularly in my videos and shorts and everything, so you should know it by heart now, but now you know where it is. So if we look at it, it says, I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse him who curses you, and in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed. Now we can unpack that in detail in another video, but that is the verse I'm constantly referring to. And I made that video a while ago when we showed all the examples just of America, and every time a move was made against Israel or to Israel's detriment, the repercussions in nature, in economic crashes, in everything that took place in America. This is powerful, real, and in action permanently. It is not a temporal promise for a time period that is gone. It is for all time. So taking that and remembering that, let's look at South Africa. It is now gone from many years ago being one of Israel's best friends, their own words, to where we are one of their worst enemies. Currently, a complete 180. South Africa's latest statements as of this morning. All states must stop funding Israel's military. So after the whole take them to court and the court ruling, South Africa is now calling on all states in the world to stop funding Israel's military. Our attacks on Israel just continue unabashed. It's up to the international community to take action on the ICC order against Israel. Again, statement from South Africa calling on the other countries to take action against Israel because they want Israel stopped. South Africa wants to know why an arrest warrant hasn't been issued for Netanyahu yet, because the one for Putin happened really quickly. And we're upset, South Africa, not me, that the arrest warrant for Netanyahu hasn't been issued. Nothing about the Hamas terrorists, nothing about the horror they perpetrated, no arrest warrant that needs to be issued for Yahya Sinwar. No, because South Africa supports them. We support terror. It's another day. I mean, they kill farmers here, they rape them, they murder them, they cut them up with machetes, they torture them to death and burn them. So for them, that's like a Tuesday. No reason to be on Hamas's case. They want Netanyahu arrested. They want Israel isolated. They want Israel unfunded. Israel attacked. South Africa leading that charge. So how's South Africa doing? The IMF has cut our growth forecast in 2024 completely. So there's a good start. We have an election in mid-2024, as do a whole group of major countries. Interesting, right? In 2024. And it is in the balance. There's a lot of chaos between the parties, so that could be interesting. Crime is obviously through the roof and growing by the day because most of our criminals are in parliament and in leadership. You just go look at their dossiers and see what they've stolen and done, and these are the people leading the country. So when the criminals run the country, obviously crime is sanctioned and through the roof and will continue to grow unabated. Load shedding is not looking good. It's getting worse by the day, and the outlooks for the year ahead are bleak, dark, without power. And South Africans are very adaptable. We adapt to any situation and we continue going. Very flexible. So we are finding ways to live around the fact that there's going to be no electricity. But yeah, not looking like that's going to be fixed anytime soon, because any money that goes in, whether it be international or local, to fix the problem gets stolen. Corruption is ripe and everywhere, from the president hiding money in his couch on his private game farm, to all the other corrupt deals, to the bribes, to the deals with international bodies like the World Economic Forum, the United Nations, and all these things, and all that money disappears. It doesn't help anybody. So corruption, one of the most corrupt places on earth. Businesses are still in decline. Small businesses closing by the day as they are squeezed to death by problems like load shedding and crime and other costs. The collapse of infrastructure across the country because it has never bothered to be repaired properly, and the people that have the skills to repair it were forced out of their jobs and put to pasture because they weren't the right color. And so now nobody has the skills, and even those who do have the skills have better skills at stealing than fixing. So all the infrastructure is failing. Here where I live, the water structure, the power structure, everything is completely shot. So they patch every time there's a crisis, and it just gets worse. The economic outlook for this country is beyond bleak, beyond bleak. Then we have floods, storms, fires, natural disasters, chaos reigns. Would you say this sounds like a country that is blessed or cursed? And once you've answered that question, then you're forced to go back to Genesis 12 verse 3. I will bless those who bless you, and the one who curses you, I will curse. This is a real thing in action all the time. God sees everything. And now you see it again in South Africa as we attack Israel on supposed crimes that South Africa commits against her own people every day. But again, with a smile on my face, I will tell you that the Lord looks after his own. Living in South Africa, he blesses us, he keeps us, he sustains us, he supplies our needs miraculously. We see him working in our lives, and we see people changed. We pray for our communities, we pray for our towns, and God is faithful because there are righteous in that place. But when the rapture takes place, I don't have much hope for this country being the utopia that the rest flee to after the nuclear war, like they always show in movies. I don't think it's going to be good at all. So that's your South Africa update for today. Keep looking up, stay positive, spread the light, and remember to love Jesus more every day. Shalom.